This working? I think it actually is. That's actually a first. Let's see here. This is just how the game starts. I love saying that because these games just start in such weird ways. No, don't load that profile. I want to make a new one. Oh, I can't make an... Okay. We'll go with the same one. I don't want to turn on 16:9 because I think that's going to mess with it. Okay, so I do know what these two are referring to. Race Against Time is... This game has a time limit. And I guess you can turn off the time limit, but... No, we're going to do time limit. Actually... I hadn't considered this. I'm going to get my notepad out. So I bet this game is going to require it. Okay. Let's see.
This lousy weather right across the whole sector. You can't let things drag on over there, Jack.
Is it a murder?
Jack.
No, I don't believe so. Walter Jones was already in pretty bad shape. The heart
Over
and all
there,
the rest
Jack.
of it. So, just a routine, Jack, okay? A routine matter, all right? I want to hear death from natural causes with no stories, you understand? I don't want a crime on my hands right now, seeing my bill of health. Understand? Understand?
You're the boss, Vic.
Jack,
Of course, I understand.
you're really helping me out here, you know?
Get well, Vic. See you soon.
The weather forecast is awful, Inspector. It's likely to turn into a nightmare in a few hours. Don't drag on. We'll come to get you at 4 p.m.
Is this the island?
Okay for 4 p.m. I don't expect to be any later than necessary.
Inspector Norm, welcome to Sagara. I'm Hubert Denault, the attorney, Mr. Jones.
Okay, Mr. Nolan, let's go. I don't have much time.
This game is so fucking loud. Oh my god.
Are you sure you don't want to take time to settle in? There's a room that's been prepared for you, Inspector Norm.
Unnecessary. If it turns out that Mr. Jones's death was accidental, then I have no reason to hang around here, Mr. Nolan.
Oh my god. You can just tell that this game is old. It's got that old crust to the cutscenes.
I beg you to pardon me for this somewhat acrobatic descent. I had to put this ladder here.
We went down a
urgently
ladder,
this
dude.
morning to access the corpse. Yesterday evening, when I tried to help, poor Walter was stuck higher up in the rocks close to the edge. The waves must have sent the poor man's body rolling toward the bottom during the night. We suffered a terrible storm, you know.
Okay. We'll save it here, just because... Okay. New game! Already messed up. Let's see here. Turn down the music a bit. Just a bit. That should be fine. At least the cursor lights up. That's an old thing that you're not used to nowadays.
Hello, Inspector Jack Norm. Welcome to your personal police assistant. Jack, this device was created to help you in your investigations. The goal of the software system is to rationalize
a
the
video.
combination of clues, evidence, hypotheses, and deductions, which will allow you to quickly uncover the criminals.
Not
For this, your personal police assistant will store all information you
What?
will collect about the suspects during your investigations. It will remember their age, gender, and function. The incriminating and
Function?
exculpatory evidence are also made note of. In addition, it will indicate in real time their geographical position in the surrounding areas where you might need to find them during your investigation. The Clue Manager will centralize all of the information that you have collected, whether it includes photos, documents, material evidence, or even suspects' statements. In your hands, you have more than a motive for matching clues that you will have collected. You also have a great tool for comparing them. This
My
function will be
brain?
particularly useful for validating the match between two prints, two footprints, or even the relationship between two pieces of an object.
what?
You can trust your personal police assistant to validate the correct hypothesis and to keep you from being misled into dead ends. This device includes a third function, which strictly depends on the two others. It is your progress manager.
Okay.
It divides your investigation into a certain number of precise interrogations, like different pieces of a puzzle. Your job becomes a child's game, Jack. When you know how to respond correctly to all of these questions, you will have solved your investigation.
Doesn't that imply that this thing already knows the answer? Like, isn't the idea of whether or not his death was accidental, like, purely based on? You forget it. What? Okay, I'm not gonna look at this too closely because I don't have anything.
Ask all the questions you'd like to ask. I'm at your service.
Oh my god! Why are you so scary?
Tell me, did your boss have a suicidal temperament? Or was he in the habit of taking unreasonable risks? Or was he in fragile health? Could it be that following severe medical treatment he suffered from dizziness and fainting spells?
Am I
What can
moving
say?
my mouth?
You'll have to tell me everything, Mr. Noland.
No, Inspector. Physically
guy
and
is.
mentally, Walter Jones was as solid as a rock.
solid
He only
as a
suffered
rock.
from a paralysis of the lower limbs, but nothing that could explain this mortal fall.
Oh, don't tell me that the time goes on as I'm in the cutscene. That's kind of ridiculous.
What can
Okay.
you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
In my view, we're looking at a murder.
You could have saved time
I'm
by talking on the
categorical,
way.
Inspector. I saw Baena push Walter over the edge. The identity of the culprit is not a matter of question for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Ugh.
A nail.
Some
planted
freaky
in the
glasses.
cheek. His attacker wasn't light about it. At first glance, the body doesn't show signs of death by drowning or hypothermia. And this injury on the forehead seems
Too
too
perceptive
superficial to have
Caused the death. It's the forensic expert's job
It's
now.
the forensic expert's job
I
now.
can't even skip the dialogue.
It's for
This is
him to
just
tell
10
me
minutes
what
we've wasted
killed
now.
Walter Jones.
I don't know how much time I have here. I gotta go.
What
Okay,
can
wait.
I do for you, Inspector?
Nothing.
Excuse
Literally
me.
nothing.
I'll
Bye.
come back to see you.
Quick run.
First, I have to transmit my conclusions to Reeves as
What?
quickly as possible.
Nolan explains there's no natural cause to be
No,
responsible.
Inspector. Physically and mentally,
Brain. There's nothing to compare. I can't even read this. Or can I? I can't. I'm not going to. Fine, I will. I forgot. This morning, I couldn't help but cook up some suspects by telephone. You know me, Jack, and you know these habits are hard to break. I'll send you statements about the whereabouts last night during the time of Walter Jones's death. I hope that'll help you solve your problem. Unfortunately, though, I don't have anything on the natives. It's up to you to verify and complete the list.
Yes, Jack. Now you have all that you need to answer this question.
Oh, okay. I understand now. Oh no, that's too open-ended for me. We're never solving this problem. We're never solving this. I don't know if that's true.
Is Walter Jones's death accidental? The death of Walter Jones seems to be criminal.
Why did they send me here with that PDA? If they knew...
Reeves, it's Jack. The forensic expert's
I
gonna
don't
have
want this
work.
to be anything
The
but
death seems
accidental.
suspicious.
I don't need to
Fall
hear
from
that this is a
meters that
crime.
leave scratches
Take
and an
this
embedded nail
top
in
of the
face.
line
All
fucking
that clear, you
piece of
understand?
thing that's gonna tell you it was an accident or not.
Like you said, I'm afraid you'll have to prolong your stay. Sorry. I didn't want to impose this on you. You have carte blanche to confirm this. Good luck.
An automatic save game has been made. No, I'm not talking to him anymore. I'm going upstairs. Thank God. I thought he was gonna. He was like,
What
"Come
do you
talk
say
to me,
about it,
detective."
Inspector?
Your boss was murdered.
Well, I guess this list will be useful. It has the identities of all the people who currently reside on
You
the
see,
island.
detective, I think that your boss was murdered. It's like, you see,
And
detective, I
here's the
think
key
my
to
boss
your
was
room,
murdered.
Because
Well, what do you
now
make of this?
suppose
I
you're
think your
gonna be
boss was
staying a
murdered.
while. I remain at your disposition, Inspector. Especially to give you a tour of the tower. It's huge, you know.
Thanks. I think I can manage.
Yeah, I don't
Fine,
care.
I'll leave you then. See you later, Inspector.
Please get out of here faster. I literally
here
don't
we
have
are.
time to talk
Something
to you.
Interesting.
Did he just...
Seemingly, Walter Jones was not alone the moment he had his great fall. The wheelchair made a chaotic journey before falling off the cliff.
What is these? Okay, never mind. Just pick them up. Those are for me. They're snacks for later. Please don't go down the ladder. Please actually just look at the thing. Why did you go down the ladder? Oh, thank goodness. Ugh.
Walter Jones must have hit himself here, against this rock. There's a piece missing on the armrest.
What?
I need some graphite powder to take this print.
Oh.
The architect must have some drawing material. I could make myself some.
You make yourself graphite paper? Or no, it's just actually graphite paper. So what item could possibly be missing that I didn't find down there? Like, it had to have fallen, right? You don't know, forget it. Clues database. Oh my god, we need a lot for this. What? Who was at the Belvedere of the Tortoise on the night of Walter Jones's death? Well, I don't have any declarations. That needs a lot of stuff to it. This is the second one? That's crazy. What was the cause? Gee, I wonder. Wait, can I actually solve that now? I'll wait for the coroner's report.
Wait for the coroner's report before I affirm anything.
Walk and talk. Walk and... It's a cell phone.
You don't need to worry about that, Jack. It's the coroner's job. You just have to continue your investigation. I'll send you the autopsy results as soon as possible.
Very well, thank you.
You can put it away quicker, too. It's 20 minutes. God, speedruns of this game must go wild. There are no speedruns of this game. That's just impossible. Okay, let's see. Anything to examine? No umbrella, by the way. This hand's just raw dogging it. You gotta respect it. I guess I should... What? Oh, I have a suite? Alright. There's two ways to go. We'll continue over this side of the beach. That's a thing. What is that?
To what does this piece of cloth belong?
It's just a piece of evidence? It's weird, because, like, I don't even have to look at my thing yet. Like, I can't even well, I should technically analyze it, but I'm not going to analyze a piece of cloth I got, because why bother? I can't solve this part of the puzzle. Okay, backwards and forwards. Really? This guy just left us here? It's really storming. Nothing? This is a long walk back to the hotel for what is essentially, like, nothing in between. Which way am I coming from? Oh, she's just... Okay, bye. I
happy
guess
to
I'll
see
go
you
down
here,
this
Sonia.
way.
Me too, Lorenzo. It's a pleasure to see you.
I would have preferred that we see each other in other circumstances.
You don't always have the choice.
Did your grandfather's death affect you deeply?
You gotta be kidding me, dude. You
I
can't
don't
open
know.
up like that.
I just can't believe it.
I had problems because of him. But they all went away after his tragic death. In the end, Jones was a good man.
Dude,
Yes, certainly. I don't know what to
you want to
think.
write this book?
Would you like to change the subject?
No,
Gee,
not
do you
especially.
think?
I'm just a little off, that's all.
The sky is...
I had a lot of problems. They're gone now
Like
because
us.
he's dead.
It's true. Perfect weather for a burial.
Dude! Is there any of you on this island who's fucking normal? No umbrellas. You're just raw dogging this, huh? It's pretty stormy. Okay, I don't have time.
I'm Inspector Jack Norm. I am charged with conducting the investigation of the death of Mr. Jones.
Delighted, Mr. Inspector. Lorenzo Battaglieri. I'm the
Battaglieri.
architect and the mastermind behind this tower in which you'll stay.
A lot of questions, my guy. Don't go anywhere.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Noland?
Noland is a crafty and slick man. I don't trust him, Inspector.
Okay.
Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
I can't answer your question, Norm. I wasn't there.
Do you know anything about medicine?
Okay, man.
No, of course not. What a question.
Too bad. I really need some medical advice. Well, I will wait for the coroner's report.
What a good detective. Excuse me,
What can you
potential
tell me
suspect.
regarding
Are you
the
able
death
to
of Walter
identify how this man
Jones?
died?
I can't tell you a thing. Nothing at all. It's Hubert de Noland who woke me up to tell me about this business. I've got nothing more I can tell you.
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I spent the evening in my studio listening to the radio. And then I learned of Jones's death from Noland.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
Our dealings, both professional and even more so personal, were never simple, Mr. Norm. But I appreciated that he was a character and a man who had talent. I must confess that I'm more affected by his death than I had thought. That's just the way it is, you know. My artistic temperament has always pushed me to be a little bit sentimental.
To whom could this shred of cloth collected from the rocks of the Belvedere belong?
I don't know. It's... no, I know nothing at all, really.
What?
Do
Okay.
these pearls mean anything to you?
No, really, they don't mean anything to
Oh
me.
my god, listen, man, if you're not going to be... just
Who
what
is
do
the
you do
rightful
now?
owner of this piece of chain?
It seems to me that Walter Jones wore a small chain like that.
These footprints near the tracks of the wheelchair lead me to think that there was an argument which got out of hand.
Maybe. I'm not
Is
a
this
policeman.
not evidence you should
I'm
keep to
nothing but a
yourself?
poor architect.
Or...
The wheelchair
You see
seemed to
that
be
tower
acting
you built?
strangely before skidding and falling from the cliff. Could it have been malfunctioning? Could a false maneuver have been the reason for the fall?
Dude, do you have
Well,
eyelids?
that's hard to say.
You see this guy's
You know,
eyes?
electronic technology is not always immune to human error.
Did Walter Jones die following the first impact on hitting the rocks? Or from what happened to him when he fell further
Jesus
down?
Christ.
How should I know, Norm? I'm no forensics expert.
I understand.
Oh my god.
Good morning, ma'am. Jack Norm. I'm a police inspector, and I'm charged with the investigation of
I
the death
think
of
it's
Mr.
intentional, but I
Walter
can't
Jones.
skip any of the
Good morning,
dialogue.
Inspector. Sonia Jones. I'm the granddaughter of Walter Jones. You know, I hadn't thought that my time on Segura would take such a dramatic turn.
If it doesn't bother you, I'd love to take a photo of your hands, please.
What?
Your method of flirting is very questionable, Inspector. But if that's what you want.
Oh, thanks. Didn't show you a badge
Thanks.
or anything. Could just be a perv, but no,
I'm
talk
all yours,
to her.
Inspector Norm. I mean, in a manner of speaking.
I didn't have any questions. I just wanted the picture of your hands.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Lorenzo is an old friend, Inspector. We've known each other for a long time.
Do I have to ask him about her now?
Someone
I think
dependable.
I do.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Nolant?
Hubert de Nolant is definitely a remarkable man, Inspector. Intelligent, adroit, and terribly efficient.
Adroit? What did she just say?
Do you know anything about medicine?
No.
In that case, you can't help me. Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening?
Do you know anything
or
about
did
medicine?
anything at all
No,
catch
then
your
you're
attention?
fucking useless.
I spent the evening with my brother Billy and my sister-in-law Clara. We were relaxed and we all chatted. I saw nothing and I heard nothing, Mr. Norm. Sorry to disappoint
Been
you.
storming all night. I can't hear
What
literally
can you tell
outside
me
of my door.
regarding the death of Walter Jones?
It was Hubert de Nolant. You met him, I believe, who told me about the death of my grandfather. Nolan went to the site to rescue my grandfather, but it was too late. And then there was the storm. He advised me not to move. And Billy and Clara, too, so we stayed here. This Baina was there, according to what Nolan told us. There's no way that she could have a clear conscience.
What?
Where were
What does
you
that mean?
and what were you doing last night?
I spent the evening with my brother Billy and my sister-in-law Clara, Mr. Norm. It was Hubert de Nolant, my grandfather's attorney, who informed us of his death.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
You know, Mr. Norm, my grandfather was a tough man. He wasn't the sort of grandpa who spoiled my two brothers and me. I didn't feel at ease with him, and our relationship has been tense for a long time. When he made the first move to invite us here, I was surprised. He was really proud, and that touched me. I'm horrified by the conditions under which he died, and I am sad. Yes, I
This
am
game looks
saddened by
better
his
in the
death.
preview than
It's
it does
odd,
on
isn't
my
it?
screen.
Do these pearls mean anything to you?
Pearls of no value, Inspector, like the ones worn by the indigenous people of the archipelago. No, they don't mean any more than that to me.
Wow.
Who is the rightful owner
You're
of
just
this
a
piece of
bright-
chain?
I do have the impression that my grandfather wore something that looked like it. It's pretty ugly in any case. Even if we agree it's made of gold. Wait, yes, I do believe, but at the same time I'm not sure.
I get it.
Do you? Jesus. Did I get anything? Now, then here she is again. Bye. I might as well go the other way, because it's obvious I have to follow her. I can't go the other way. Great. Fine by me, honestly. Less places to go, less stuff to mess up. Where am I? Oh. Okay, so... forward, back, towards her. Towards her. Huh? Oh. Miss, please wait. I am only chasing you. It's all the same direction anyway. This feels so sketchy. This is so creepy. Like, seriously? This is like the only way I can go? And there's nothing here. There's nothing to pick up, nothing to examine. It's just empty space. It's not like it takes a long time to traverse either. That is very little room to advance to the next map. Crap! Nothing. Something. Coolio and Baina's hut. Just theirs. Are you gonna run away?
Strange construction.
You say so. Okay, talk to both of them and examine their home. Oh, fuck it. I'll go inside their home first. I'm sure I'm gonna have to ask them about it anyway. They just let me in. That's... Unless it was a trap. No rain, either. Actually, I'm quite impressed. Start going through their stuff. Just take it too. Fine by me. Oh, it's their stuff. Mine. Mine! Was there something else? Nope. This can't be okay. There's no way. Nothing? Wow, actually nothing. That's kind of crazy. Okay, let's get out of here. Well...
Correct match.
Gee, you think?
These pearls look alike. They're from the same necklace. Baina's necklace.
No broken fingernails. So if I compare them, it's just gonna say I'm wrong. Oh, yeah.
Incorrect match.
Jesus, why don't you fucking... back up? I get it. Fuck it, she's right here.
Good morning, miss. I'm Jack Norm. I'm a police inspector. That means I will conduct an investigation about the death of Mr. Jones. Walter Jones, you understand?
My daughter has not spoken for years. Leave her alone. She has nothing to do with all your cop business.
If it doesn't bother you, I'd love to take a photo of your hands, please.
At least she understood it. I was under the impression
Nice.
she didn't speak English.
This finger with a broken nail makes me strangely think of the tip of the nail.
He's still talking. That's so funny.
Correct match.
Right, alright, alright, I
Incorrect
get it,
match.
jeez. That music is so ominous.
Incorrect match.
Good morning, sir. I'm Jack Norm. I'm a police inspector. I'm investigating the demise of Mr. Walter Jones.
The
I
demise.
saw the helicopter, Jack Norm. I am Coolio. I have been a fisherman here forever. My daughter's name is Baina. She lives here with me. Sagora is an island blessed by the gods. Old Jones is dead, and it's sad. But he was
What?
lucky to die in Sagora.
Oh my god, this
Do you know anything
is
about
so
medicine?
many things to
No.
talk about.
In that case, you can't help me. Did you see anyone
Man,
at the
looking at
Tortoise
this guy-
Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your
I
attention?
played this game
I don't know.
over
I
a
spent
decade
the
ago,
evening in the cabin with Baina.
and
I would love it if you could tell me a little
how do I even
about
put this?
Sonia.
It was...
No one.
This,
can
I
control
remember this
Sonia.
guy exactly.
Sonia
It's
is a
crazy.
strong and free woman, like Sagora.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Lorenzo is a good man, Jack Norm. Lorenzo helped Baina after the terrible accident. Lorenzo has always been obliging and good with Baina and Coolio.
What can you tell
What
me
a
about your
strange
daughter?
dynamic.
Baina is Coolio's son. And Coolio is willing to break Jack Norm's head if Jack Norm says bad things about Baina.
It's
What
very
do you
rare
think of the
for
attorney, Hubert de Noland?
a game to
I do
take
not
like the idea
judges
of...
and lawyers who are like gods, Jack Norm. Gods alone should be gods. And I like policemen worse still than
Like
judges
normally
and
games
lawyers,
take the
Jack
path
Norm.
of like the indigenous people being
What is this gift
hostile to
hiding?
everybody.
Why did Jones try so hard to secure
I guess
you and
Lorenzo
your
is really
daughter's
good then in
future?
that case.
Jones was in love with my daughter, Baina. I agreed to give him my daughter, but he wanted to have her before marriage. He called spirits of shame over me.
Jones told me he wanted to give Baina all his wealth after his death. Even so, I told him one had to wait so that the evil spirits could pass far from here.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
Old Jones was a bad guy, that is for sure. So he had enemies. That is how it is. This man was asking for trouble.
Okay.
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I was in the cabin with my daughter Baina.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
Sometimes we had hatred. Sometimes we liked each other. But we did not know each other well. I do not know if I am sad or not. I would have liked to say goodbye to him, to Walter Jones. That's all.
Walter Jones
weirdly
gave this
like
to Baina, didn't he?
Good
What were the
dialogue.
bonds that connected them?
Old Jones gave it to my daughter.
I'm just realizing this
Baina
dynamic,
can
this
never speak
picture.
again because of him.
The screen is
so
just
he gave her
weird.
gifts like this.
Can you tell me more about the circumstances of this accident, please?
Baina had climbed with Jones to the top of Hawita, and they fell. I don't know how it happened. Jones never wanted to answer my questions, and Baina, since that day, no longer speaks.
To whom could this shred of cloth collected from the rocks of the Belvedere belong?
It is the sea that snags all this in the rocks, I tell you, Jack Norm. It comes from another part.
According
does
to
that
you,
mean?
how could Baina have lost pearls from her necklace?
Baina walks often. Baina lost her necklace, that is all.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece
There's
of chain?
no way I meant to
It
ask all
comes
these
from the
questions.
sea.
It's supposed.
One finds many
There's,
things in the
there's
rocks.
no way.
These
This
footprints
feels
near
as
the
though it's
tracks
just
of
supposed to waste my
wheelchair
time. It's been
lead
an
me to
hour and a
think that
half.
There was an argument which got out of hand.
I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. They are not happy memories, Jack Norm.
What is not a good memory, Colio?
I have known brawls that ended badly, that's all.
The wheelchairs seem to be acting strangely before skidding and falling from the cliff. Could it have been malfunctioning? Could a false maneuver have been the reason for the fall?
This is
I
the
don't
same
know.
thing every
But
time.
it is
And
possible.
everybody is so.
Did Walter
Half and
Jones
half
die
on their
following
answers.
the first impact on hitting the rocks?
What are you
or
talking
from what happened to
about?
him when he fell further down?
I was not there to see it, Jack Norm.
Yeah, that's such a real
Do you know
answer.
how Baina broke one of her fingernails?
Baina works with her hands, Jack Norm.
What is this pyramid then?
My daughter fell from Hawita. She tried to free herself from the hands of old Jones. They both lost their balance. Jones was paralyzed. My daughter was almost dead. I took care of her for a long time. Lorenzo helped me. She has recovered now, but she will never speak again.
I see.
Just gonna head to the hotel then, I guess. There's nothing else for me to do out here. Except talk to Lorenzo about the girl he was talking to, but I don't want to do that. You know what? It's been a minute. I'm gonna save. Oh man, I hope I don't have to go back out there anytime soon, because it takes forever to get back. No. Keep walking. So, oh my god. Let's get out of the rain. I like rain, but it's just too much rain. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, Walter J. 3 exits for some reason, and 3 ways to go, actually. Oh, this is too big. This is too big. Who was going to stay here? This is too big. Oh my god, this looks like concept art that just was put into the game. There's nothing here. I don't want to go there yet.
Hello? Anyone here?
That's how I feel. There's not even a lobby.
This place is disproportionate.
That's... yeah. There's no... This doesn't count as a lobby. This is like that one room you remember from the Titanic. There's the lobby. There's not even anybody here. Okay, those are mine now. Bye. Is the elevator broken? Please tell me the elevator's not broken. Result of the tower's final construction is resolved for sake. Why did you even open? I mean, the only saving grace is the idea that I am done searching those places for now. What room? 162? My god, look at this place. There's what... Oh my... What a kitchen. No, no, I'm not talking. That's probably the coroner. I'm gonna talk to these guys over here. Is there anything I can even... How much of the... Okay. No complaining. just talk to them.
Good morning, sir. I'm Jack Norm, police inspector. I'm mandated to conduct the investigation on the death of Mr. Walter Jones.
Good morning, Mr. Inspector Jack Norm. It's funny. Your name rings a bell. Well, anyway, I'm Billy Jones, grandson and soon heir of the late Walter Jones. Well, at least I hope so.
God, I want to not ask him about
Do you know
everything,
anything about medicine?
No. Sorry, man.
In that case, you can't help me. Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
I didn't see anything of what was happening outside. I was absorbed in a hand of poker with Sonia and Martin.
I would love it if you could tell me a little about Sonia.
Sonia's my sibling, dude. She's an awesome, intelligent, and generous woman, always attentive to the needs of others. In short, she's a super sister.
What do you think of Colio?
Sorry, man. I don't know him.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Thank goodness this guy's just
Lorenzo
quick.
has talent, and those who tell you otherwise are lying and probably jealous.
Everybody here
He's
likes
my
each
friend,
other.
And I find it disgusting that he was put aside by Nolan and my grandfather. Lorenzo was in a way their scapegoat, you know?
What do you
Everybody
think of Baina?
likes each other.
Ah, Baina. That natural, young, beautiful, and mute girl who makes men's heads turn. Well, except mine, of course.
What do you think of the
well,
attorney, Hubert de Noland?
Ha! Nolan.
Huh.
He's a real poet, huh? If I could earn a tenth
Everybody
of what he
likes
does, thanks to
everybody
his
except
shrewdness
for,
at robbing the
Nolan.
IRS, then I can tell you I'd be rich.
My
I'm
God.
surprised that Colio, even if he was angry at Jones, was not more grateful
my only
for
note
his
is going to be
generosity.
Nolan
Well, I really
didn't
have
do
no
it.
idea, Norm. I'm not in the loop.
It was because there's no way he did it.
What do these gifts from Jones hide? Why did he want to assure the future of Colio and his daughter?
No, I have no idea.
Okay,
What
man.
can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
I found out about the death of the old man like everyone else at around 11:30 p.m. It was Nolan, his right-hand man, who informed us. This guy risked his life to save the old miser. Unbelievable, huh? The daughter of the fisherman, Cotillo, whatever. She's apparently involved.
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I was absorbed in a hand of poker and I was having pretty good luck. With Sonia and Martin for partners, and Nolan, the attorney of my grandfather, came to inform us of the death.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
Yeah, I don't really want to tell you stories about my family. What I can tell you is that I had 1,000 reasons to detest the old man. But I immediately reassure you, Norm, the death of my grandfather took me completely by surprise.
Tell me more about your reasons for hating your grandfather, please.
Yeah, just be more blunt
Principally
about
to
it.
do with money, Inspector. I've got a fair bit of debt, and my super-rich grandfather never wanted to lend me a cent. But if you want to go there, I would never kill anyone for money. Or anything else, for that matter.
This menu seems utterly appetizing. Tell me, what are we eating today?
I'm not a fan of this stuff, Norm. Moreover, the chef was given the boot, we're told. The old man told us to cope by ourselves.
I know your grandfather's
This
dead, but
tower
what's on this menu?
wild island, far from everything. Isn't it madness?
It's all bullshit, this tower. There's not even a game room here. Not one, Inspector. Can you believe that?
What luxury. For some, the world is all roses. But where did the staff go? I don't see them.
All I can tell you
going
is
on
that
with
my
my
grandfather
hair?
was a genius at throwing money out the window, and at never letting his relatives benefit. You know, deep down, it doesn't surprise me that things happen this way.
Walter Jones gave this to Baina, didn't he? What were the bonds that connected them?
Listen, man, I'm not a saint and I have my faults, but I think that the old man was really revolting to want to fuck this girl.
Okay, man.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece of chain?
Sorry, but I don't know anything about this, Norm.
I see.
And you are.
Good morning, miss. I'm Jack Norm.
Oh
police
my
inspector.
goodness.
I'm charged with routine investigation of the death of Mr. Jones.
45 minutes, talk
Good
to
morning.
6 people.
Mrs. Jones, Clara Jones.
1, 2,
I'm
1,
Billy
2,
Jones's
1,
wife.
2.
Walter Jones
7
was his
people.
grandfather, but I didn't really know him. So I will be direct with you. I'm not really in an awful state about his death.
Oh, at least I have less to talk to you about. What is this? Oh,
What
statements.
reasons could Billy have had for hating his grandfather?
Billy,
How
you
can
hearing
love
this?
someone who never helped you even when he had the power? I know my Billy sometimes abuses money, but Walter Jones was really heartless. He never lifted even his little finger to get
My
Billy out of his
God.
problems.
I'm surprised that Colio, even if he was angry at Jones, was not more grateful for his generosity.
I wasn't in the know, Inspector.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
I have Nolan's version. He said that he went to the Tortoise Belvedere where Walter Jones had fallen from the top of the cliff in his wheelchair. Now, whether it was an accident or a murder, that I can't say. I wasn't at the site, Inspector.
Where were you and what were
Nobody,
you doing last
not
night?
many people in this game
I
are
was at the
terribly
restaurant
torn up
throughout
about this
the
guy's
evening,
death.
and I can't say anything more. It was Nolan who informed us about Walter's
I was
death.
at the empty-ass restaurant.
What was your
no,
relationship with
Inspector.
Walter Jones?
Would you be surprised if I said that our relationship was far from good? His death won't change anything. This guy hurt a lot of people. I won't cry for him.
This menu seems utterly appetizing.
Thank God. Keep
Tell
bringing
me,
up the
what are we
fucking
eating today?
appetizing menu, my
I
man.
love cooking, and I do pretty well. But I'd be utterly incapable of making any of the dishes on this wretched menu.
This tower on this wild island, far from everything.
Isn't it madness?
Tell me, Inspector, are you here to have a good time or to conduct an investigation?
What luxury. For some, the world is all roses.
But where did the staff go? I don't see them.
Old Man Jones threw out all his staff to force his children to handle everything.
Tell me, Inspector,
And I
are you
certainly
here to
don't
solve
like
the death of the
playing the
grandfather or hearing about this tower? This place
Who
is
the
real
rightful
luxury.
owner of this piece of chain?
These links are really strong. It must be a man's.
Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere
might as well.
last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
Well, I can't tell you anything. I spent the evening at the restaurant. Sonia, Martin, and Billy will confirm this.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No, Inspector.
I understand. Too bad that you can't help me.
Just say okay, man. We do not have time for
tell
this.
me a little about Billy.
Billy is not a solid and mature man on whom one can rely, Inspector. My life with him is not always easy, but he makes me laugh and amuses me. And he still surprises me after all these years. So, what can I say?
I would love it if you could tell me a little about Sonia.
Sonia is an exceptional woman, Inspector. She inherited the straightforwardness of her mother. And I'm lucky to have a sister-in-law like her, you know.
What do you think of Colio?
I don't really know this Mr. Colio, but he's always very polite with me.
What do you think of Baina?
I always wondered what happened to her, the poor thing. I wanted to talk about the accident. Indeed, the Jones family is in the habit of calling it the accident. She became mute after all.
And could you tell me more about this accident?
My husband already told me about it, but he doesn't know anything precise. He only told me that Jones and Baina had an accident together.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Nolant?
Hubert de Nolant is a real professional, Inspector, and an attorney like him is influential. I never forget.
2.5
What do you know
hours
about
so
Lorenzo
far.
Battaglieri?
Lorenzo Battaglieri is doubtlessly talented, Inspector, but I don't like his cynical and embittered nature.
Okay.
I'm hoping that we have to use this later. I saw that. Wait, it glowed. It glowed. It was glowing, wasn't it? I saw that. What the heck? What is that? Oh, is it her? Whatever. I don't have time for this. Oh, right. This... 8 people. 8 people now.
Good morning. Let me introduce myself. Inspector Jack Norm. I'm here to conduct the investigation on the death of Mr. Jones.
Inspector Norm. Very good. Very good. I am Martin Abruzzi, the husband of Sonia Jones, the granddaughter of the deceased.
Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
I'm afraid I won't be very useful to you, Inspector. I had dinner with the guests and with Mr. Jones. I stayed for a bit after the old man had left for his evening walk. It must have been around 10 p.m. Then I went back to my apartment. Well, the suite that was reserved for Sonia and me. It was around 10:30 p.m. I wanted to finish reading a manuscript. I'm a publisher, as you certainly must already know. So I read and then I slept. I confess I was pretty exhausted by the trip.
Do you know anything about medicine?
Of course
Told me
not.
Nothing.
Too bad. I really need some medical advice.
Okay,
Well,
either I need to stop
I
asking
will
about
wait
it, or
for
these
the
people just
coroner's
need
report.
to tell me no, and that's it.
So,
Oh my
tell me a
goodness.
little about Billy.
I'm afraid my brother-in-law has put himself in a tough spot, Inspector.
That's not how you spell
He is
career.
compromising his career by gambling in a totally irrational manner.
I would love it if you could tell me a little about Sonia.
These character
I'm badly
portraits are
placed to
burned
answer
into
you
my
with any
mind, and I have
objectivity,
no idea
Inspector.
why.
Sonia is my wife. Sonia is the woman I love. Sonia is the woman of my life. She is irreplaceable for me.
What do you think of Colio?
I didn't have the chance to spend much time with Colio, Inspector. I don't really know him.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Delicate question, Inspector. I take Lorenzo to be a whimsical creature, somewhat unreliable, and is commonly considered to be an incompetent to boot.
What do you think of Baina?
Baina? The untamed young girl? What can I say? I have the impression that maybe she isn't entirely a stranger to Walter Jones's death.
Why would Baina have something to do with Walter Jones's death?
I know the old man ran after her a little. That surely couldn't have been to her taste.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Nolant?
I cannot comment on Mr. de Noland for the simple reason that I do not know him, Inspector.
You sound like a
What
publisher.
can you tell me about Clara?
I appreciate Billy's
This
wife.
character portrait
She is
specifically is
charming,
burned into
even
my
if her
goddamn mind. I
conversations are
don't know
rather
why.
limited, one has to admit.
I'm told that an accident left Baina mute. What is that about?
I don't know anything. My wife spoke to me about it. I know that Jones and Baina had a fall together that could have been fatal, but I don't know anything more.
I'm surprised that Colio, even if he was angry at Jones, was not more grateful for his generosity.
I don't know anything
Yeah, what
about
about you talking about?
What do these gifts from Jones hide? Why did he want to assure the future of Colio and his daughter?
I was unaware of all of this.
What can you tell me
That's such a
regarding the death of
valid
Walter
answer.
Jones?
I love it. I love it how I can just
Nolan
ask
had
half
us
of this
all
stuff.
come together in the restaurant to give us the tragic news.
Who
It was
the
a
fuck
terrible
was
shock for
Colio?
us, as
This
you
just-
might suspect.
This guy has no idea
Outside,
about
the
any of
storm
it.
was
We're just.
raging.
Hey, you see this piece of
Abominable
evidence?
weather. It would have been madness to go out and risk our lives. Because in truth, we couldn't have brought poor Mr. Jones back to life.
Where were you and what were you doing last
That
night?
was the first time he gave
I
an
spent
actual
the
answer and
evening
I
at the
wasn't
restaurant
listening.
with my wife Sonia and the other guests until the departure of Mr. Jones. I returned to my suite at around 10:30 p.m. to read a manuscript, and I soon went to bed. It was Sonia who woke me up to tell me about the tragedy that had taken place.
How did you react?
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
I certainly won't try to play any games with you, Inspector. And I won't surprise you if I tell you that I didn't have much affection for this man. He was the grandfather of my wife, full stop. That's it. A grandfather who was not particularly likable. He didn't behave very well with Sonia and me, and I have not forgotten. Therefore, his death truly doesn't affect me.
This menu seems utterly appetizing. Tell me, what are we eating today?
I admit I'm not a lover of this kind of sophisticated cuisine, Inspector.
This tower on this wild island, far from everything. Isn't it madness?
If I had been in charge of promoting this hotel, I would definitely have chosen a sales brochure that was less flashy, Inspector. It is pretentious and ridiculous. It's brash to tell you what I really think. But it seems to work on you, Inspector.
Alright, asshole.
What luxury. For some, the world is all roses. But where did the staff go? I don't see them.
I don't know, and to tell you the truth, I don't care. And what's more, Mr. Jones was extremely rich. He did whatever he fancied with his money, after all.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece of chain?
I confess I haven't the foggiest idea.
Thank
Okay.
goodness. It's been 3 fucking hours. And I have not even gone upstairs to my suite. No, this is a bar. I'm not going to the other side yet. Can I go anywhere else? Can I examine anything? No, no I can't. So who's gonna be up here? Is it just to waste my time? Oh, what an awful camera angle. Okay. I'm gonna suspect that down here more stairs, but an elevator that works. No, in that case, we'll go up here. Nothing? Nothing. Great. Guess I could take the elevator. Eek. I don't know about that. Oh, wait. No, you're peeking. Okay, I get it. I thought you were calling this game peek. It is anything but... Seriously, nothing? Oh my goodness. Hey, Chihia, it's good to see you. No, 2 more people to talk to? I don't want to talk to these people. Give me an item to examine. I don't want to talk to these people. I'm sick of all the talking. Can I talk to them later? I guess I shouldn't, but... Man, I wish I could skip the dialogue. Talk to them. The one on the left will say something dumb. Oh, You don't have to tell me twice, I'll say that much. We'll talk to the person... Oh my god, do I have to wait for him to sit down? I want to talk to this person first.
Good morning, Inspector Jack Norm. I'm the one charged with investigating the death of Mr. Jones.
Don't get up out of your seat, man.
It's you who will be investigating. Very good. Good morning, Inspector. I'm Marco Jones. Walter Jones was my grandfather.
You were the 4th person to
I
say
would
you
have
were his
preferred if you had been
grandchild.
a tourist, because you have landed on the island of Segura for a sad reason.
Okay, alright. Oh, I don't care. I do not. Okay.
I'm surprised
just
that Colio,
get it over with.
even if he was angry at Jones, was not more grateful
This is
for his
not the dialogue
generosity.
to open
I
up
have
with.
nothing to say about that, Inspector. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank God.
What do these gifts from Jones hide? Why did he want to assure the future of Colio and his daughter?
I can say nothing on the subject, Inspector.
Thank you.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
How I would have loved to have done something to save my grandfather, but it was too late and too dangerous. It was Nolan who gave me the news. He suspects the daughter of the fisherman, but it's you.
Hey,
who is
Chi, how's the
inspector, not me.
audio? Is it too loud? Is anything too loud? Am I fine?
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I spent the evening in my room, in Christina's company. It was Sonia who told me around 11:30 p.m. about what had happened. It was difficult to believe it. My grandfather was a real force of nature, despite his handicap.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
I greatly appreciated my grandfather. Walter was a great man, Inspector. I admired his rise to success. He did it all alone. We were very close in spite of all the old stories which my brother and my sister must have endlessly told you about.
Which stories are you talking about?
Oh no, don't pause it. Sorry, hang on.
Old family quarrels. We are divided on our opinion about my grandfather, you see. My brother and my sister maybe hope to involve you. As far as it concerns me, I've nothing to add.
Thank
This
God.
tower on this wild island, far from everything. Isn't it madness?
Alas, my grandfather will not have the time to successfully finish the magnificent project, of which this brochure gives you only a small taste.
Walter Jones gave this to Baina, didn't he? What were the bonds that connected them?
Really, Inspector, I didn't know. It's not the kind of thing my grandfather would do.
What luxury. For some, the world is all roses. But where did the staff go? I don't see them.
Indeed, Nolan told me that my grandfather had to part with his staff, but for a reason that I don't know, Inspector.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece of chain?
Sorry, Inspector Norm, but I'm afraid I won't be useful to you.
I don't understand
I'm told
how,
that
like...
an accident left Baina mute. What is that about?
My grandfather was always very
How do
discreet
I
about
put this?
that. I know that he and Baina fell off the cliff right here on this
It's-
island, and that it cost him the use of his limbs.
This is so
As for Baina, she
regular for
remained
point-and-click
mute
adventure
from the
games.
time
Like,
of the tragic
oh,
event.
talk to this person
But I
about
don't know
every
more
item you
details
get,
about this
but
affair,
it's so
Inspector.
dull.
What reasons
There's
could
so
Billy
many
have
things to
had
talk
for
to
hating
people
his
about.
grandfather?
Our grandfather hated the useless waste of money. Billy lost a lot of money gambling and hoped that grandfather would help him float back up, which of course he refused.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No.
In that case, you can't help me.
Okay.
Did you see anyone at the Tortoise Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
Sorry, Inspector Norm, but I saw nothing. I, for one, spent the evening in my room with my girlfriend, Christina.
It was totally
tell me
real.
a little about
you,
Billy.
you just don't know her.
Billy is still a child at heart, Inspector. He still makes me laugh sometimes, but he is totally irresponsible. It's very hard for his family.
I would love it if you could tell me a little about Sonia.
Sonia is my sister, and I have a lot of affection for her. She is a very strong and courageous woman.
What do you think of Colio?
I saw Colio on several occasions, of course, but I don't know him well.
Does
What do
anybody
you know
him
about
well?
Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Lorenzo is a mystery for me, Inspector. He's a professional lightweight, bordering on an imposter, and he takes refuge in a cynical depression that's very unpleasant for others.
What do you
We're
think
so
of Baina?
We're almost done.
I don't really know her, Inspector.
Well,
I have
say
nothing
that.
special to say on this
There's still
subject.
another person to talk to.
I would like to know more about Martin.
I appreciate my brother-in-law's qualities, Inspector, but we don't see each other much, and I hardly know him, and that's fine with me.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Noland?
Noland. He's not a nobody. He's one of the best business attorneys on this planet, Inspector. It's not by chance that my grandfather recruited him.
What can you tell me about Clara?
Clara is an extremely kind woman, Inspector. She is almost a saint, and I don't know how she has put up with Billy for so long.
I get it. Good morning, miss. My name
Oh,
is
my
Jack
goodness.
Norm. I'm a police inspector. I have to conduct an investigation on the death of Walter Jones.
Good morning, Inspector. I am Christina Bromsky. I am the girlfriend of Marco Jones, and Mr. Walter is not from my family. I didn't know him well. I don't like this place, which is full of sadness for Marco today.
That's weirdly kind of you. Single
I'm surprised
polygon
that
hair.
Colio, even if he was angry at Jones, was not more grateful for his generosity.
In any case, it's not to me that Mr.
Jesus
Jones would have made a
Christ,
gift.
lady.
What can you tell me regarding the death of Walter Jones?
You need a
I
band-aid?
don't know anything,
It looks
Jack.
fresh.
It's the attorney who told us everything. He almost died to save the old man. Such courage is beautiful. Don't you agree, Jack?
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I spent the evening in the room with Marco. We were both there. Sonia told us about the death of Mr. Jones around 11:30 p.m.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
I didn't know Mr. Jones well, Jack. But I feel bad for Marco, who loved his grandfather so much.
This menu seems utterly appetizing.
Not been paying
Tell
attention
me,
to what
are
she's
we eating
saying.
today?
So you're a gourmand, Inspector Norm?
Is that
This
your
tower
response?
on this wild
Didn't
island, far from
didn't
everything.
tell me anything.
Isn't it madness?
The photos are more beautiful than real life, Jack. The island doesn't enjoy good weather, and it's deadly boring. Good thing that you came to liven up the place.
What
You
luxury.
hitting on me?
For some, the world is all roses. But where did the staff go? I don't see them.
Oh yeah? I wasn't in the know. I'm not very interested in these things. It's not good for a prestigious hotel like this one.
Walter Jones
Prestigious.
gave
Did
this
it
to
even
Baina,
open?
didn't
I don't
he?
think this hotel opened.
What were the bonds that connected them?
A diamond? One has to find the woman, Jack. Walter Jones was still very young, wasn't he?
Was
Despite
he?
his age.
What?
He must have used the gift to... In short, you see what
He
I'm
was
saying,
very
Jack?
young, despite his age.
Who is the rightful owner
All right,
of
she's my
this
favorite
piece of
character.
chain?
I can't tell it all, Jack. Is it okay if I call you Jack?
No, call me whatever you prefer.
What?
I'm told that an accident left Baina mute. What is that about?
I don't know anything about it. I thought she was mute from birth.
Christina, can you confirm to me that you passed the end of the evening with Marco?
Yes, of course, Jack.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see anyone
oh
at the
my
Torres
god.
Belvedere last
Everybody
evening,
I
or
talked
did
to, there's
anything at all
more
catch
shit
your
to talk
attention?
about.
I don't know anything about it, Mr. Norm. I spent the evening in my room with my boyfriend, Marco. After dinner and a short hand of poker, I learned of the death of Walter Jones around 11:30 p.m.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No, Jack. I'm sorry.
I understand. Too bad that you can't help me. So, tell me a little about Billy.
Billy is very cool.
Very
He's a very
cool.
funny guy.
Who
He
describes
definitely
their
gambles
brother-in-law
in life,
as
just as he does in poker.
that's
I
very
would love it if
cool.
you could tell me a little about Sonia.
Sonia is not as nice as she seems. I am possibly the only one who sees the truth about this. She is a snub who is born with a silver spoon in her mouth. She thinks only of herself. She looks down on those who cannot give her something. My life in this family is not very easy, you know, Jack?
What do you think of Colio?
The old man who lives near here? I don't know him.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Why there's so many characters in this game
Lorenzo
with
is a
silver
very
hair?
charming man. He has a sort of tragic humor,
Julio, me,
which
her.
reminds me of my countrymen. I like him, Jack.
What do you think of
No one
Baina?
Baina,
I think-
I am sorry, Jack, but I have
I
nothing
think even
to
the
say
dead
about
guy.
her.
I would like to know more about Martin.
Martin is a very cultured man. He is also very charming. I like him a lot.
What do you think of the attorney, Hubert de Nolant?
Hubert de Noland is a pretentious and arrogant man, Jack. He is even humiliating sometimes. A lowlife.
What can you tell me about Marco?
Marco, Marco. He is my darling. I am his guardian angel. I protect him as much as I can. I stick up for those I love, Jack.
Alright, she
What
is
can
kind
you
of the
tell
best
me
one
about
so
Clara?
far.
She is very sweet, Jack. She is a little silly, but very nice. She married a gambler with a sense of humor, Jack. So she can't be bad.
I see.
Thank goodness. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. I need to check something really quick. Okay, we're still fine. Different doors? Different doors, I guess. Jesus. I guess we'll go up door by door.
Floor is still under construction. With Jones's death, I doubt these will be finished one day.
Okay.
Floor is still under construction. With Jones's
okay,
death,
then you don't need to
I doubt
say
these
it to
will be
me.
finished one day.
You're saying it to yourself.
Floor is still under construction. With
I
Jones's
don't know how many
death, I
floors
doubt
there
these will be
are.
finished
At this
one
point,
day.
I'm just looking to get off so I can go to the elevator. Can't leave a stone
Floor is
unturned.
still
I
under
hate this fucking
construction.
game.
With Jones's death, I doubt these will be finished one day.
Is this my punishment? I think this. I'm just gonna keep going. Forget it.
Floor is still under construction. With Jones's death, I doubt these will be finished one day.
I am now trapped in limbo. I think that's what this actually is, right? Oh my goodness. This is insane. This is insane. Oof. Oh. Is this... You know what? No, I'm taking the elevator. Is it... Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We go knock on a door. No! Are you serious? Okay. Alright, at the least 14 was like the first one I could have gotten off on. I am fine with that. At least we can start off on 14. Knock on the door.
I need a key.
I'm honestly kind of glad. If somebody else answered the door and I had to talk to him for 10 minutes, I would have actually been mad.
I need a key.
Okay, I understand. We're just going to go to 1602 and then come back down to explore the others if I can. Oh yeah? Out of order, is it?
No point in insisting. This is bolted.
Oh, this place sucks. Can I even use items, come to think of it? I guess I can. Normally the things would glow, but I guess not. No. Open the damn door. Very quiet in here. Nothing to click on, though. I can't even go into the balcony. That's kind of sad. Nothing to click on. They weren't kidding about this being boring. There's nothing like, what are you supposed to do here? Just live in your dorm? That's all I'm getting here. Turn on the... No? What am I clicking on here? Are you serious? Is this a bathroom? Please be a bathroom. What the fuck is going on in this game? Did I miss? Okay. You know what? I probably have to solve this. What was the cause of the death? The rock, right? No, it's a declaration? I need the coroner's report. So how do I change this?
Definitely need more elements, Jack.
Okay. Material items. This work? I guess I can put anything. I just look at it? Is that what this is? I guess so. Kind of weird. Who was at the Belvedere on the night? Okay, so that's the evidence. Her nails. Or no, the two of them. Chaotic footprints? This picture of her hands. Another piece of evidence. From wait, who was there? I mean, I guess. Huh? Oh, it's all the new ones. Stressful relationship. Accepted the marriage. Spent the night in his evening. Brings up the accident that made her a mute. Did not hide her dislike. Spent the evening in the restaurant. Complicated. Says he's in a studio. Oh. Not fond, did not know, spent the evening. Admired, spent the evening with Christina, his fiance. None of these are doing anything for me. Like, what are these declarations supposed to be? Jesus Christ. '82? This guy was young for '82? Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, I've sent the helicopter. They're in a real rush. With this storm, that's understandable. They'll be in Sagara around 4 p.m. Until then, you'll have to push the investigation forward as much as possible, Jack. Collect all that you can in terms of clues that might be found around the crime scenes. Because you shouldn't make light of it. The rain and the waves will sweep away all that very quickly. Oh, and above all, find out who was hanging around there last night.
Good.
Study everything at the crime scene that might give you a piece of the answer.
What? Why did he call me back to say that? I sure hope there's still time. I'm very far from the crime scene. Oh no. Did I already mess? I might have already messed up. God, I didn't know I was supposed to actually look at the actual PPA. Oh boy. Go, go, go. I guess I could talk to those two. I am not going to talk to those two. I could talk to those two later on. In the hotel, I bet. I see that. What is that?
Even more footprints. There were 2 people following Jones that evening.
Now you see, I need to take pictures of all your feet. Like, alright, now I'm suspicious of you, Jack. But now things I can click on too? That's awful. Oh boy, okay. Just hurry up, just hurry up. The winds seem to be getting stronger. Guy's still there. I guess I didn't expect anything different, but it's a little funny that he's still there. This really is just a cliff. It feels so weird.
I need some graphite powder.
I don't
to
have
take
the
this print.
graphite powder.
The architect must have some drawing material. I
I
could make
forgot
myself
about
some.
that. I should go. Damn it. Wait, what was that? Is it just that? Oh, I hate that the thing stays for a second. Come on, come on. Okay, I can examine him again. Just dude, get the fly away from him. Shoot. Well, I don't have... No way. Get back to the hotel quickly. I gotta find the guy and be like, hey, can you help me get some graphite powder and... I'm gonna do that first, because I am actually worried about the evidence being washed away. So I think this is the kind of game where that would actually happen. Okay. So the 14th floor was a bust. 16th floor was mine. Let's try the 15th, and the 17th, and 18th, and hopefully we can actually get into the guy's apartment. Or at least the guy at the lobby. Knock on the door.
I need a key. I need a key.
Honestly, it'd be probably faster to just take the stairs at this point. What the fuck is technical workshop? Would you keep this at the top of the facility? This seems like a bottom floor kind of thing. It's actually kind of creepy. Yeah, this seems dangerous. Yet nothing to click on. Actually, yeah, like if this is all electrical shit, wouldn't the rain be like leaking first into this? That just feels wrong. Okay, we can go back that way. We can go down. Is that... Do not climb on or enter this container. What is that? That better not be trash. Huh? What?
It doesn't seem to be working.
Okay, so that's an item? I need an item for this? I have 2 hands.
This could be useful.
Whatever that was. Sure wish I could see what it was. Let's see. Guess there's nothing else to click on. Screwdriver? Seriously?
This does not work.
What do you mean that doesn't work?
Nope. I'm not getting it. I definitely forgot something.
What could you have forgotten? It's a screwdriver.
It's impossible.
I don't think so, buddy. Okay. You know, what's funny is that I started this game, like I said, a decade ago, and like I was always under the impression that maybe I'm missing something. You know, maybe I'm just a dumb kid. Maybe that's why I'm not being able to finish it. I think this is just how the game is. Oh, I remember this. Weirdly enough. Something about the heliport. There was always a floor that seemed like there was something I was missing, but then I never knew. Speaking of never knew, there's nothing to do. Oh my goodness. Just more to... What? Actually, having a lounge for the heliport actually does seem like a proper thing to do, weirdly enough. Is that a separate elevator? To where? You know, that's an elevator. I'm going to go the other way first. Okay, no one's using that. Nobody better be using that. That was wild. Oh my goodness. Okay. Is that just the... Okay. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Oh my goodness. It actually is going to have me go all the way around. Is there at least something I can click on up here? Do I have to examine something else?
Jones really wanted to make this tower into a super luxury hotel.
Are you kidding me? Provided with French-influenced gastronomic menu. Course of fresh fruit soup? Iced eggplant with candied onions. Burgundy purees with Boston... Ceylan custard tart with seawater cream. Oh my god. Yeah, I should not have been showing that to people. That was borderline psychotic.
If I believe this letter, Colio had Jones in his pocket.
Don't tell me this is actually what I was supposed to do. Actually, let me try to read this really quick because Sonia, Martin, Sonia's husband. Okay, yeah. Marco Jones, Christina, Billy, Clara, Baina, Coolio, and Lorenzo. Okay, so we have talked to everybody. We did it. We're making progress. And we never had to talk to anybody ever again. Why did we take a picture of Sonia's hands? Was it because we figured out almost immediately that it was what's her name's, Baina's. fingernail, so what the heck happened? It's like a 24-hour smoking lounge. So you can't even go there. So what are the tables there for? What is this? I had better be able to find something over here, I swear. I have to go back. Nope. Goodness. Okay. They said the helicopter would get here at 4 to lift the body out. And that I should check it then. Oh no. What is there an up for? What is this?
I need a key to open that door.
We got, okay, we were on 18, 19, 20, 20. Okay, we got 2 more floors to explore. I hope one of them has something, because nothing else has either.
Please do come in.
Oh,
It
my.
won't take too long.
I have some work to wrap up before tomorrow morning, but take a seat. Go on. Ask me all the questions you want. Feel free.
I don't want to talk to you. I just want to explore, please. Okay, thank God. Not another door.
I must insist you stop, Inspector Norm. You know very well you're not authorized by the law to conduct this sort of search.
How about?
I must insist you
fuck
stop,
off.
Inspector Norm. You know very well you're not authorized by the law to conduct this sort of search.
I think that you did it. Now step away from all the evidence.
Insist you
It's
stop,
a window, you.
You know very well you're not authorized by the law to conduct this sort of search.
Get up. Fuck you and your work.
May I photograph your shoes?
My shoes? Well, go ahead. I doubt that'll be very useful to your investigation, Inspector.
You see, Inspector, I have more than one pair of shoes.
Thanks.
That's for my personal collection. Ugh, where even did that picture go? Fucking no prints at all, my God. Is that... I think that connects, actually. Bare footprints and tracks found under the arbor from the pair of men's shoes. Can I combine those?
Correct match.
Actual fucking evidence.
Incorrect
I guess I just
match.
missed that sound. It's so scary.
Some aspects of this business are still not clear for me, and your opinion might be precious.
Oh my God. That's how I feel right now. This fucking
I'm
guy.
told that an accident left Baina mute. What is that about?
It was a little less than 3 years ago.
Okay.
Walter Jones was with Baina walking around in the rocks. They must have fallen several meters. I don't know the details of that deplorable accident.
Lorenzo doesn't have faith in you.
Lorenzo is no doubt frustrated to see himself removed from his responsibilities.
Christina said that you were not a commendable person.
Why don't I just go telling everybody's dirty
She
secrets?
must have sensed that I don't particularly care for wallet chasers like her.
I'm surprised that Colio, even if he was angry at Jones, was not more grateful for his generosity.
Ironically,
know
this might be the
anything about this.
only person who could.
I can't
Okay.
tell you anything.
What do these gifts from Jones hide?
Never mind. He doesn't know anything.
Why did he want to assure the future of Colio and his daughter?
I don't know anything about this. I'm sorry.
Where were you and what were you doing last night?
I was at the restaurant with the guests when Walter left for his walk at around 10 p.m. I went back to my office maybe a quarter of an hour or half an hour later. I had to wait for him, as we had agreed upon in the afternoon. Not seeing him come, I looked out of the window, and that's when I saw what could have been a quarrel between Baina Jumhu and Walter at the Tortoise Belvedere. He fell to the bottom, in his wheelchair. I hurried to help him, but it was raining like mad, and I could not go down to the rocks to get him out of there. He was no longer moving. I think he died instantly. I came back to tell everyone what had happened, and I also immediately called the police.
My stomach is growling. It's the moment
It's
to go
not
and
that
get a bite
moment.
to eat.
No. Did you? Oh my fucking god! I was in the middle of talking. You just raw talking a baguette, my man? I can't do anything. This is actually just happening.
Here we go, an efficient meal.
Okay, so
Well, we're here without the boss now.
Yes, but these things happen, don't they?
Of course. And what are you counting on doing after all this?
I still have work to do here. I have to organize Walter Jones's affairs and take care of the estate. After that, I'll go and offer my services elsewhere. That's it. And you, Lorenzo?
This tower really took all my energy and all my time. I have a hard time thinking of myself outside of Segura. You know what I mean? So in fact, I don't really know what I'm going to do.
You have time, Lorenzo. Don't worry.
yeah, we're not done talking, jackass.
Excuse me, just one question. It won't be too long.
It's gonna take a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not sorry.
What was your relationship with Walter Jones?
I've worked for Walter Jones for over 20 years. Our relationship was always excellent. In fact, he even did me the honor of asking me to call him by his first name. I admired this man immensely, Inspector. I would even say that I had affection for him, and that this was mutual.
This menu seems utterly appetizing. Tell me, what are we eating today?
I don't know anything. To my deep regret, the chief French cook left us. What a rare pearl.
Then what are we
Artist.
eating now? I know I just
This
ham
tower
fisted a
on this
goddamn
wild
baguette
island,
into my
far
mouth.
from
but
everything. Isn't it madness?
That's true, but this brochure was useless. I told Walter that it was very expensive, considering the use it was put to.
What luxury. For some, the world is all roses.
It's like
But
the
where
only
did the
person I
staff
feel like
go?
any of these questions have
I
any
don't see
context
them.
I could tell them
There's
to.
no
but
place for this document anymore, as I was obliged to fire the staff of the tower. It's become a little surrealist, don't you think?
Walter Jones gave this to Baina, didn't he? What were the bonds that connected them?
I knew that he wanted to give the diamond to Baina Jumhu. She hated him deeply since the accident. She came out of it shaken and mute. But like everyone else, she was attracted by the charismatic personality of Walter Jones.
To whom could this shred of cloth collected from the rocks of the Belvedere belong?
I don't know. It's magnificent material, in my opinion. Material of an item of expensive clothing, most certainly.
okay.
According to you, how could Baina have lost pearls from her necklace?
Walter was a brave man. He defended himself and hung on to Baina's necklace, trying to... Good God. What a horror.
Who is the rightful owner of this piece of chain?
It's gold. It could have been Walter's.
Who normally walks barefoot on the island?
Baina is a real savage, without any education whatsoever.
Jesus,
These footprints
man.
near the tracks of the wheelchair lead me to think that there was an argument which got out of hand.
You are right, Inspector. I would never have made the connection. Yes, that's it. An argument that turned out badly.
The wheelchair seemed to be acting strangely before skidding and falling from the cliff. Could it have been malfunctioning? Could a false maneuver have been the reason for the fall?
I'm afraid I can't help you, Inspector. Walter had the most sophisticated and costly wheelchair in the world. A technological marvel to avoid this kind of trouble.
So you're saying that it wasn't.
What were you doing at the Tortoise Belvedere last night?
Kind of interesting,
I already
honestly.
told you, Inspector. I saw Walter fall over the edge, and I ran to help him. I hoped he was not too hurt. Then I phoned your police colleagues about Walter Jones's death.
They sent somebody remarkably quickly.
Did Walter
considering.
Jones die following the first impact on hitting the rocks, or from what happened to him when he fell further down?
It's strange indeed. The storm was violent that night. The wind must have made the body roll further down. What I can confirm is that Walter was lying close to the rocks. He was dead, and the weather was so bad that it was impossible for me to hoist his body. I could do nothing more for poor Walter.
Do you know how Baina broke one of her fingernails?
I never hung out in boarding schools for girls, Inspector. I suggest you ask her father. That old savage will certainly know a lot on this
Jesus
subject.
Christ.
What is this pyramid, then?
It's an old local monument called Hawita. It's the place of the accident where Baina Jumhu and Walter both fell. A tragic accident that mutilated both of them. After this accident, Baina's feelings for Walter Jones were torn between love and hate. She came to see him every evening to accompany him on his daily walk on the paths of the island, but with everything that has just happened, I wonder if she'd not been preparing to revenge herself.
That is a very loaded
tell me a little about
sentence.
Billy's a complex
Oh
and
my
tortured
God.
creature, Inspector. He's a pathological gambler. He drinks too much, for sure, but he's intelligent and spirited.
What do you think of Christina?
Oh, Christina's a woman who's pretty, impressive, Inspector. But don't believe that her model's body means she's an idiot. The truth is far from that.
That's not what I was
I would
asking.
love it if you could tell
jackass,
me a
but
little
that's
about
fine.
Sonia.
Sonia is a young woman with a lot of charm, Inspector. I admire her intelligence and her independent spirit. Even Walter himself couldn't get her to bend. And moreover, she is very beautiful, which doesn't spoil
That's
anything.
a creepy smile. Don't smile
What
at
do
me
you think
like
of
that.
Colio?
Oh, he's
Very
an old
little,
clown.
apparently.
He wants to pass himself off as a sage and play at being a ritual chief, but nobody's fooled. I'll tell you what I really think. Colio is an opportunist and a nuisance, Inspector.
What do you know about Lorenzo Battaglieri?
Well, this architect has definitely lost my trust. And I ought to say that he no longer enjoyed great standing with
The guy's
Walter Jones.
right there.
We discovered important defects in the construction of the tower. Lorenzo's incompetent to the point of dishonesty, Inspector.
What do you think of Baina?
Oh, that native girl's a real beauty, Inspector. No doubt about it. Her youthful charm really made poor Walter's head spin.
And
my
how did
goodness.
Baina make his head spin?
Sometimes one seeks youth as one gets on in age. Baina was fresh and pure. And Walter Jones was in the habit of getting everything he wanted from life.
I would like to know more about Martin.
Martin Abruzzi is the kind of publisher they don't make anymore, Inspector. I love his editorial choices, and I'm a personal fan of the works he publishes. And, I might add, at a personal level, he's a delightful and charming man.
What can you tell me about Marco?
Marco Jones is an ambitious man who's already made a name in politics, Inspector. I'm sure he'll have a brilliant future.
What can you tell me about Clara?
I hold Claire in great esteem, Inspector. It's amazing, but she always makes me think of Anna Jones, the deceased wife of Walter. The same kindness, the same finesse.
Oh my goodness! Thank
Did you
goodness
see
we're
anyone at the
almost
Tortoise
done.
Belvedere last evening, or did anything at all catch your attention?
Yes, I was returning to the tower to settle an urgent case that Walter had given me when I saw Baina from afar. She's a young native who pretends to be an idiot. I also saw Lorenzo, who has an unrequited love for her.
What? Why didn't you tell me
This
this?
woman is a devil. She's made him lose his head.
Do you know anything about medicine?
No, I don't know anything about medicine.
In that case, you can't help me. Interesting.
So where's Lorenzo? Son of a... Wait. Did he say Lorenzo? I think he said Lorenzo, right? What have I already forgotten? Yeah, Lorenzo. So where the fuck is Lorenzo? Oh, Lorenzo's right here.
May I photograph your shoes?
Do it. Do it, Inspector, if it'll help to discover the truth.
Thanks.
No,
I'd like
don't
to ask
sit
you
down.
2 or 3 questions.
Oh, for fuck. I'm not asking you all this. Although, actually, maybe I should.
Do you know how Baina broke one of her fingernails?
I don't know anything about it, Norm. It's beyond my expertise, you see.
Walter Jones gave
I'm gonna
this
ask him
to
everything I
Baina,
can about
didn't he?
Baina, because obviously
What were the
he's in
bonds
love
that
with her.
connected them?
Jones hoped that the gifts would make Baina forgive him for the suffering he'd caused her. That boor thought she was his future wife.
According to you, how could Baina have lost pearls from her necklace?
I have no idea. But I want to point out that there is absolutely nothing to prove that she lost them last night, if that's what you're thinking, Inspector. She came by here often, you know.
Who normally walks barefoot on the island?
Well, all the women of the island usually do, Norm.
What is this pyramid, then?
3 years ago, I was witness to the fall of Jones and poor Baina from the top of the Hawita, the sanctuary of the island. Oh, a terrible memory. Walter Jones tried to force himself on Baina. He grabbed her by force, yes, by force, that frail little girl. They both teetered over the edge and then fell. A terrible fall. Baina lost her speech. As for Jones,
I have no clue.
his
Like,
lower
I'm
limbs
trying to think
remained
about it. I have no
paralyzed.
clue how a fall causes you to lose your voice.
This tower on this wild island, far from everything. Isn't it madness?
This pamphlet's nothing but hogwash. You're right to doubt it, Norm.
What luxury. For some, the world is all roses. But where did the staff go? I don't see them.
Well,
The same
all the staff
questions.
of the tower was recently fired. And as much as I can, I'm obliged to ensure the continuity of all the functions while we await the passing of power.
No, I wasn't done. Don't tell me.
Jack? Jack, it's you. Why don't you answer my messages? Where are you?
Whoa, don't hang up, honey. I'll take your call in my room.
Don't go to your room. Do not go to your room. He's going to his room. I can't. I'm not done
Sorry,
talking to
I
these
was
people.
very busy all day, darling. How are you?
You told me you'd be back this evening, Jack.
No, I can't. I really don't have a choice. I have a murder on my hands here, my sweetheart. It's a complicated case, and I don't think I'll be able to solve it quickly. I'm on an island, you see, and there are a few possible suspects. So as soon as I can, I'll hop on a plane and meet you again in Malibu. Okay, my beautiful? Yeah, me too. I love you.
Yeah, me too. I'm also beautiful. What are we done? Did that just... Why did I come up here? That was a 10-second call. How long was that? How long was that elevator ride? For him to tell her that what he's up to and when he'll be back. It's not like there's anybody else that it matters about who hears the thing. Oh my god. They're gone! Where the fuck did they go? God damn it. Ugh. Even they're gone. I bet most of this game is finding where these people went. I saw somebody up by the piano, but I couldn't tell who it was. It's definitely not Lorenzo. Martin? Oh, fabulous. I don't care. Okay, you know what? Let's look at this first. So we know Nolan's shoes? I think we already compared these. Wait, the other one's the barefoot. We need to... Do I need to go back and take a fucking picture of Hyena's feet? I think I actually do. Who was at the Belvedere? Wait. Is this saying there's a community the quantity of clues which are necessary in order to resolve the selected mandate? Okay, so I don't have everything even needed yet? Oh my goodness, okay. What? Oh. God.
I will wait for the coroner's report before I affirm anything.
All I can do is answer one question, and I can't even do that yet. I'm supposed to get the coroner's report in an hour. Am I just supposed to talk to people again for that whole hour? I guess I'll go take a picture of Baina's feet. Not happy about it. That door's way too big. That's gonna hurt somebody. This place has been closed down so quick. One opportunist would have gotten their foot stuck in it, and this place would have been closed by sunrise. Gotta be kidding me.
May I photograph your shoes?
You are the boss, Jack Norm.
Thanks.
Don't tell me I have to take a picture of everybody's shoes.
I'm collecting footprints, and I'd like to add yours. Shy girl.
I don't think that's shyness, my guy. I think she just doesn't want you weird old dudes taking pictures of their feet.
I'm collecting footprints, and I'd
Please,
like
for
to
the
add
love
yours.
of God, tell me.
Shy girl.
You've got to be kidding me. Julio?
He was the man who was always asking questions.
This tower on this wild island, far from everything. Isn't it madness?
Jones's tower destroyed my island, Jack Norm. My land will disappear forever.
What luxury. For some, the world is all roses.
My land
the
is
staff
destroyed.
I don't see
Man,
that.
this place is great.
Old Jones asked me to find him people to work in the tower, and I asked people from my tribe. Later, he dumped them like crab shells.
Who normally walks barefoot on the island?
Sometimes I do.
If Noland is to be believed, the young Baina literally cast a spell on Walter Jones. What do you know about this?
My daughter is pure. If Walter Jones wanted her, it was Walter Jones's problem and not Baina's.
Hubert de Noland says that you are an opportunist and a nuisance.
I don't know. I spent the evening in the cabin with Baina.
So,
Except that
tell
that's
me
a
little
lie.
about
We
Billy.
know that's a lie.
Billy Jones is bizarre, Jack Norm. When Billy makes jokes, Billy laughs a lot. Colio does not understand why. Colio does not understand Billy's jokes.
What do you think of Christina?
Christina is a very beautiful woman, Jack Norm. Christina is tall, strong, vigorous, and supple as a creeper.
I would like to know more about Martin.
Martin? The husband of Sonia Jones. I do not know Martin.
What can
But
you tell
know
me
who
about
he
Marco?
is.
Old Jones had the blessing of the gods with Marco. Marco is the grandson of Old Jones, and the name of the Jones family is honored by Marco, Jack Norm.
What can you tell me about Clara?
I like Clara very much. Clara says hello to Colio. Clara smiles at Colio. Clara is a good woman.
Well, if that's all you have to say.
Yeah, but I need... Hello, there's somebody...
Here are the footprints of the young Baina.
Really? Do they match? We already knew they did.
Correct match.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright.
Correct match.
So... What did we just get? No, I don't want to look at this guy's shoes. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. Here we go. Wait, so who was at the Belvedere? We only take one picture? What? Oh, I guess we already... Yeah, I guess we already confirmed that one of them was... Then what did I take the picture for? Ugh. Declarations, I guess? I mean, we've already talked to everybody about everything, right? All I can think about for declarations is people who were and weren't there. Baina had a hold over Walter Jones, believes Lorenzo to be totally incompetent, and then some. What? Was that? Yeah, forget. I guess. Maybe this game does suck. I've still got another 45 minutes. Honestly, I think I'm just going to end it here. What do I use the screwdriver for? Did I ever finish exploring the top? No, I didn't, because I got to... I went to talk to the attorney. I wonder if he's back in the library. Well, regardless, there's one floor above the library that I need to check out. With any luck, I can do that quickly before the coroner's report comes in. Okay. At least it's only on the second floor. I'm just... Oh my god. At least I'm hoping that, you know, the places that I've already searched don't have more things to search later. Otherwise, I wasted a lot of time. I was on the 21st floor. Oh, I guess you can argue that what's his name went up to the library. Blah blah blah.
Lorenzo Battaglieri's office.
Thank you for reading that. Lorenzo here? Thank goodness. Hope he's not in it. Wait, this is Lorenzo's office? Could the architect of the building have...
The Indian Ocean Weather Center has the following message for you. The cyclone over the archipelago of the Maldives will generate a Class 2 tropical hurricane tomorrow night. This violent storm will sweep from the east to west zone between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. Strong wind advisory. The wind speed forecasted is between 100 and 120 miles per hour. High tide will reach approximately 3 meters. Residents of the zone are advised to exercise the most extreme vigilance. The alert level is raised to orange.
Sergeant Stark here, helicopter AX-330 from the Salé base. Do you receive me?
Captain Clams from Salé base here. I hear you. Over.
Helicopter AX-330 to Salé base. We flew over the zone from Bakinodu Atoll to Mari. The hurricane swept the entire zone away. I saw at least 100 corpses floating. I can't tell how many people are injured. It's impossible. Terrible, Captain. Over 100 houses were destroyed. I estimate the number of disaster victims in the zone at around 700. I'm gonna hang up and go back to help the people. Captain, what should we do?
Salé base to helicopter AX-330. Received. Keep your cool, Sergeant, and continue to fly over the archipelago from east to west. Scope out all the hotspots for me. I will organize 2 speedboats for Zone 1 from Bakinodu Atoll to Mari. Good luck, Sark. Over and out.
Jesus Christ. What was that? Okay, hurricane between 1 and 4 p.m. Great. Okay. Nope. Already checked that. Already checked that. Don't go there. Weirdly enough, can't check that out. Fine by me, honestly. The less places I need to check out, the better. Okay. Just steal the man's clothes. Oh. Oh. Now that's interesting. Really?
Correct match.
This piece of cloth was ripped out of this gray vest. Lorenzo Battaglieri's vest.
At least there's nothing left to compare. Although, does that contribute? I guess it does. Did that count? Will it tell me? I guess it... Oh, it does. Great. Okay, so only 4 more pieces left and 1 picture. It's not even a picture, it's a... This photograph? Pictures of skid marks, chaotic footprints. I guess this one, maybe? Oh. She did the planning up here? That's a little chaotic. What a freaky keyboard. I love it. Okay, what do we got? Small pad of white paper.
This is not possible.
Oh, maybe... Why was it unsharpened? Oh, graphite paper.
I have to ask Lorenzo what this machine is used for. I have to ask Lorenzo what this machine is used
I gotta
for.
go now. That is literally, I am as far away as can be from that. And I have 20 minutes till the coroner gets here. I need to get... I need the fucking bot. Oh no. Open the door. Take the elevator. Come on, no time, no time. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. What? Somebody crying? I don't care. I don't care if somebody's crying. There's a dead body. Okay, I think I can make it. I think I can make it. Do I have to take pictures of everybody's... Oh wait, I guess I just say I already have a picture of everybody's hands, but I only have a picture of the back of their hands. Well, I guess that's fine. Is this anything? I already took a picture of this, so... Come on, run! Run, you bastard. Okay, just in time. I guess 8 minutes to run here. It's actually... It's either bad or good. I think it's bad. Oh my goodness, I didn't save. I really hope to God I have everything I need.
Who touched this wheelchair?
Thank God. Yes. Can I use the screwdriver or anything? I guess not. Well, now I actually have no idea what to do. The last 10 minutes. I mean, I guess I could make the connection. Oh, so everybody was... Jesus, that is some ridiculous payments. Also not the picture I took. What the heck? Here it is. God, stop that. That's not how you take fingerprints, my guy. Is it Byena's?
Incorrect match.
I don't have anything I can connect the fingerprints to. Who would be leaving fingerprints? Why were there You know, it's fine. I'm not going to think about that too much. It's fine. All in all, I wish I just had more stuff to question them about. Did they leave anything over here? No, I guess not. Oh my God, these people are so dull. These doors don't matter, right? They all lead to the same place? Yeah. Maybe there's somebody at the front desk finally. There's not. I guess we'll just wait. It's another minute. These guys are going to be precisely on time to pick up that body. I guess I might as well save.
Take the suspect's fingerprints, Jack. Compare them with the ones you found.
How does he know? Wait, take the suspect's fingerprints and compare them with the suspect's fingerprints? What suspect? Hyenas? What the fuck? What was he doing calling me? Why would he do that? Okay, I'm legit. I legitimately, tomorrow, might just call up a friend of mine and just be like, hey, take the suspect's fingerprints, compare them to the one you found. See you later. Man, that is wild to me. Also, I forgot how to read military time. We got another fucking hour to kill until the coroner's report. Oh my goodness. Hyena. Fuck's sake.
I must take your fingerprints for the investigation. Thanks.
Thanks.
I must take your fingerprints for the investigation.
Oh my god, I have to get everybody's fingerprints, I bet.
Okay, Jack Norm.
Thanks.
Thanks. I guess I might as well compare them. Gee, who would have thought? Do those go in here? Wait, yeah, they go in there. So close. Do I not? Oh, I guess I don't have everything, which means I haven't talked to everybody. I'm not talking to anybody else tonight. We're ending this here. I appreciate it if you came by to the stream. I'm going to end it here and save you guys the trouble. We'll continue this another time, maybe, because Jesus Christ, this game can be a little dull. On that note, thank you for coming if you did. Take it easy. I'll give you guys the end music. See you later.